Welcome to the Autocad manual. Today, let us see about the methods of indicating dimensions. So, the first method is the aligned method. In this method, the dimensions should be placed parallel to and above the dimension lines and preferably at the middle of the line. The aligned method is shown in this figure here. As you can see, even the dimension text is aligned directly with the features they represent. That is the aligned method. Now, the second method is the unidirectional method. In this method, the dimensions should be indicated so that they can be read from the bottom of the drawing only. The non-horizontal dimension lines are interrupted, preferably in the middle for insertion of the dimensions. As you can see in this figure here, the vertical dimension lines are interrupted or broken to insert the dimension text. But also, as you can see, all the dimension text can be read from the bottom only. This is in contrast to the aligned method, where the dimension text can be read from the bottom or from the right side of the drawing. Also, as you can see here in the aligned method, the dimension line is not broken, but dimensions are placed above the dimension line. Now, coming back to the unidirectional method, you can see that we only break vertical dimension lines. As for the horizontal dimension lines, we only place the dimension text above the dimension line. Now, let us see about the arrangement of dimensions on a drawing. The arrangement of dimensions on a drawing must indicate clearly the purpose of the design of the object. They are arranged in three ways. The first one is chain dimensioning, the second is parallel dimensioning, and the third is combined dimensioning. Starting with the chain dimensioning, a chain of single dimensioning should be used only where the possible accumulation of tolerances does not endanger the fundamental requirement of the component. An example of the chain dimensioning is, as you can see this figure here on the screen. This is how you place the dimensions in the chain method of arrangement. The second way of arranging dimensions is the parallel dimensioning. In the parallel dimensioning, a number of dimension lines parallel to each other and spaced out are used. This method is used where the number of dimensions have a common datum feature. One example of parallel dimensioning is this drawing here you can see on the screen. This is how we place dimensions parallel to one another. The other way of arranging dimension is known as the combined dimensioning. This is the combination of both parallel dimensioning and the chain dimensioning. One good example of the combined dimension is this figure here, as you can see. It is a combination of both parallel and chain dimensioning. As you can see, this dimensioning here and this one here, also this one and this one here, they are placed in a chain method. But again, all these ones here, from this one to this one to this one and this one, they are placed in the parallel method. So that is how you combine two methods, the parallel and the chain dimensioning, to get a combined method of dimensioning.